Finally, Dr. Ung-Chul Yang, Vice Chairman of the Hyundai Motor Company, will give a plenary speech. But, oh, wait a second, yeah. But please give us a moment while we prepare the stage for his oration.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a nice day today. And first of all, I would like to congratulate the first Asia Pacific Business Dean Summit. And I am Ung-Chul Yang from Hyundai Motor Company. I'm Vice Chairman and R&D Division. So my background is mostly engineering. So I'm a little nervous talking before all those business leaders in Asia Pacific. So if you have any question, or if I'm leading not meeting your expectation, please raise your hand, give me a question. Okay, so I'll do my best. And today I want to talk about how Hyundai Motor Groups has been so successful last 10, 20 years. Even though we have a very short history, about only 40 years of history, a little over 40 years, but it has been grown tremendously last 20 years. Some of you probably know that how badly Hyundai Motor product was in 80s and 90s until early 20s, but nowadays it's known to be one of the most best quality product vehicles running all over the world. So I'll go through a little bit of that, how it has been grown. Okay. Okay, first I would like to talk about how business performance has been in the last 20 years. Korea, as you know, has gone through Korean War around 1950s, and everything has been destroyed. Everything has been devastated. But last 60 years, when you look back how Korea has been grown up, as you probably noticed how Seoul and all those Korea looks a lot better than 60 years ago. So we started from the scratch, everything destroyed. So that has been some advantage for Korea. And we have every industry, many industry has been so successful. And among those, automotive industry has been the main thrust for all those economic growth in Korea. As you know, automotive requires every area, every engineering area, every industry area. Is kind of all the combination of all those technologies in every area. So if you look back, all those countries who has been most developed, when they are so strong in their business and the nation is strong, is very much proportional, very much the same with when their automotive industry has been good. So in Korea, Hyundai Kia Motor Company has been really so successful, which has been really backed up our Korean economic growth. Looking at Hyundai's growth last 12 years, we have been grown up from, if you look at the bottom part, it's about, this part is about 2000 year 2000. We have been about 2.5 million vehicles per year we produced. And we have been placed about top 10, and most of compared to all the automotive companies, but within 15 years, we have been reached top 5 last year, and we passed about 7 million vehicles. Over 7 million vehicles means, probably you don't probably know, but it's a tremendous number of vehicles. We tripled from within 12 years, which is not, is almost, I would say, miracle. It's not easy for the company who has been established after World War. Among all the other automotive company has been established before World War. It has a long history. Some has more than 100 years of history, but we has been just established after the World War, and within 40 years, we have reached the number of fifth in the world. And this also can be shown that how it has been grown compared to other companies. Hyundai has been, as I said, about 2.5 million, 6 million, 2001, has been grown 7.1 million within 11 years. And the growth rate, annual growth rate has been almost about 9.5 annual, compound annual growth rate has been that high, which is compared to any other companies. And this shows how we have grown last 12 years. Also, looking at the finance part of it, and this tells us how our profit, operating profit margin looks like. And the last 2 years, we have been close to 9%. And looking at last year, our profit margin has been 9%, which is, for automotive products, 9% margin is quite a big margin. Mostly 4% would be a good enough margin for automotive, but we reached about 9%, which means, what does that mean? From your business expert, what it means, I believe, is that we make our product so effectively and so efficiently, and compared to other products, and made the product really satisfying our customers. And looking at another perspective, our brand name has been so much improved, which is not easy. Sometimes we make our product which is better performing than other companies, which has a higher brand image. But sometimes, because our brand image has been so low, even though our product is better, but it's not really appealing to the customers. So it's very important to improve our brand image. And actually, last 10 years, we have been quite much improvement in our brand. So we have a lot more to go, and this is just start to have better brand image. The brand image can be only improved by a product, how reliable product we develop, how appealing to the customers. And behind all this, without the technology, we cannot be reach that high growth and brand image. When the engine technology is most representative in automotive, we have good engine has been chosen as the 10 best, world best engines for last 4 consecutive years. And also, Car of the Year in the United States is really honorable things to get Car of the Year. And we got, within 3 years, we have 2 cars. One Genesis, and which is a little bit a high-end vehicle, and also Elantra, which is a low-end vehicle. And both area we won the Car of the Year, which means it has been very well received by all the customers. And all the design awards, which is not easy to mention all of them, so many awards. And the qualities is very much improved compared to early 2000. We have been quite bad at the beginning and has been very much improved. And now our car is not really breaking down. And our old AS after service is closing their doors. So that much improved last 10 years. Then what makes all this success? Well, we talk about a little bit about what's the factors which made our company, Hyundai Kia Motor Company, so successful. As I said, I am from engineer, so I would like to emphasize all the technology. Technology independence is the main driver for our success. Automotive, as I said, is all technology. It's all combined technology from all various areas, not just mechanical, but it's all electronics and chemicals and steels and so many areas, and plastics and so many things. All the advancement in all these areas is eventually being applied to automotive. So technical advancement and also technical independence is a key for our success, which can allow us to develop most efficient, cost-effective vehicle development. And also we have been very much ready for the future vehicles, such as eco-friendly vehicles. We, in every area, in eco-friendly vehicles, such as hybrid, electric vehicle, and also a fuel cell electric vehicle, which is the most advanced vehicles, has been developed and is already on the market in Korea and Europe, specifically for a fuel cell electric vehicle, which is zero emission vehicles. And also, we are preparing for the future. We have been preparing for the future last 10 years. So this is one of the main things which led us, our brand, to improve. So we are ready for future, ready for the future. It's all the time important to being ready. We haven't gone through so many difficult times, but some companies has went down their sales, but while in that period, our sales even the other way. We have been, as we have had a more difficult time, such as financial crisis in 98, that time period, 2009, 2008, that time period, our sales has been rather went up. And I said about the product, which means the technology has been backed up to make a good product. And to make the product more appealing to the customer, next one is the quality management. This is actually the main driver. Quality, I can say about an hour about all this. Quality is our top priority, and as I said earlier, our vehicle in the U.S. in 80s and 90s and early 2000s, our vehicle has been known to be the worst vehicle breaking down. It's tremendous turnover last 10 years, become most quality-oriented, quality cars. That's behind all this thing is we have a tremendous put effort on our quality improvement. And as I said here, the pilot center is one of our own idea, which allow us to develop, during the development period, every quality has been checked before go to the plant. So it's compared to other companies, it's a new thing, and we have been very successful having this kind of things. Without being all checked on the quality, it cannot go to the plant. And going through all these things, I never heard that any CEO in any other automotive company is leading their quality assurance meeting every month. That's our, but our company, as CEO, has been leading all those quality assurance meeting every month, one for Hyundai, one for Kia, so 2 times a month. So he's driving that hard. So every employee in purchasing area and production area and development area and sales and services, everyone cannot be away from the quality. So it is in total, very comprehensive quality management system has been the main driver. And as I said here, the CEO said, I am the director of quality division. That hard, we emphasize our quality. So to have this kind of quality, this made the technology improve that well. And another thing is now the first one was product, and and next one was quality, and now the next is localization, global localization. We started expanding our production base, starting from Turkey in '97, and year by year we expanded from India, China, and U.S., and Europe, and Russia, and Brazil. All the BRICS companies and all these North America and Western Europes, Eastern Europes, and both in Hyundai and Kia. So we has been globally expanded our production facilities. So we are a little bit immune to the local economic crisis. And the next one was rather than having the world car concept, we have been developing our car meeting more local customers. So we developed our own car for specific countries, reflecting all the countries' customer interests and their environments and their systems. So that has been one of the success factor, rather than having one world car and supplying for all worldwide, which seems to be, from business point of view, from your point of view probably, maybe more cost effective. But in reality, even though the engineer may need a lot of work to do to meet all those developing local cars, but that has been, rather than going through a little hard time, makes the business more successful. So that has been our real success factor, developing localized cars for local customers and even producing those cars for local customers. So I'm not really very familiar with the greenfield strategy and brownfield strategy. This is from business society, but we rather took the hard ways. As greenfield approach, we start from scratch, reflecting all those local situations, and for the local, employing local peoples, and also for the local customers. So our own business in Korea, culture we are very much ready for working hard. So rather than going, every engineer in our R&D division also, rather than going through easy ways, we rather let them go through hard experiences. Nowadays, probably in all worldwide manufacturing industry, many engineers are trying to be a little lazy in the world, and they are trying to go easy ways, trying to take all the design guides which has been developed a long time, and also going through some kind of well-established templates. But they just mechanically follow their engineerings, which doesn't really put their spirits in and their creativity in there. So when you look at some of the vehicles out there, which has gone through that kind of things, doesn't have new things in there. But in Korean culture, every engineer, we really like to challenge. Maybe some of the Asian Pacific countries probably have that kind of spirit. Really like to challenge and rather go through harder ways rather than easy ways. As you know, there's no such a thing as a free lunch. So we really we are ready to work very hard, and it's amazing. I have some experience working in North American countries, but the way they develop, the way they work at companies is totally different. It's very ununderstandable the way how Koreans work. That's the real driver for some kind of Korean mindset. So this is one of the successful things that the greenfield approach, which means we start from scratch and everything start from new, rather than easily acquiring and merging and that kind of things. And maybe other industry may be okay, but automotive require a long history of evolution of the technologies. It cannot be some simple company cannot really start automotive business. It cannot be that easy. You know, like IT industry and some electronics or semiconductor areas, it can be not that simple, but a lot compared to automotive. It requires a simpler approach, but automotive requires a long history of experience. And also, next one is we always put our customer first. Every company would like to put the customer first, but we really like to be doing very aggressively, trying to reach to satisfy our customers, such as Hyundai Assurance Program, which has been very well received by North American when they are going through a very difficult time, and this has been very successful. Home-to-home service, if there are any issues in their car, we are trying to reach our customers to resolve their issues firsthand by our people. And now also the marketing we just talked about, how to reach our customers, and now the next thing is the people. The strong leadership by the top management, and as I said, employee enthusiasm. And this leaders crisis, whenever there is a crisis, it became our opportunity. As I mentioned, in 2008 and 9, that time period, all the companies has been going through a hard time, but our growth, our sales has been even double-digit growth at that time, the time of the difficult world economic crisis. Okay, next is another one is object-oriented culture for our peoples, from our leaders and also our employees. Once we set our goals, and that goal cannot be that should be met. We cannot avoid meeting those goals. In Korea, the Korean culture, within the time frame, within time, there are many examples which cannot be in how can I say, some Western culture compared to our culture. Somehow there are many excuses we can delay or some other things to prepare for this. But once we set the goal, we cannot avoid meeting those goals with all the qualities and with all the solutions. And one example is, this is very risky things. 100,000 miles repair and exchange warranty. When we first offer these kind of things in North America, and everybody was talking that Hyundai is looking like it's going to be demolished within a few years, because so bad, our quality was so bad, but we challenged it from our top management. They set the goal And every employee and every division work towards all to meeting these goals. So this was really a turning point of our Hyundai Kia products. The quality has been the top priority, and everybody works so hard. But because we have been so successful on this kind of things, this is a lot led us where we are now. And another example is our steel plant building. It has been a long time wishes for Hyundai, and it has been finally successful. We just finished building our third plant, third furnace, about 2 weeks ago, and this has been built. This is about more than 10 billion project. And once we set the date, the final date of building, and it is such a big project, it's not easy to meet all those deadlines without any issues, without any problems. This has been very successfully finished, and this really gives us a lot of synergy effect for our Hyundai Kia vehicle development. We kind of develop our own steels, which meets our automotive specifications. So we design our own steels. And another thing, as you probably see, realize in Korea, the speed. Speed is one of our speed can come with our enthusiasm by our engineers. If there is any issue in automotive, quality issues, any problems, or any issues during our development, and once those are given some attention, then it can be resolved a very short time period, which may take about 10 times more than 10 times more in some other companies. Okay. Now what is left for our future? There are so many challenges for our future. We have been so successful so far, which we produced just past the 7 million vehicle last year, and about 9-8% increase for this year than compared to last year. And this is passing 7 million, as I said earlier. Not many other companies, General Motors and Toyota and Volkswagen and Renault, Nissan, they haven't, they passed the 7 million line not many years ago. Not many years ago, about 10, 12 years ago. But as a late starter, we just passed last year, and we are aiming a little higher for that. But just number of vehicle sales is not our top priority. We have to have good cars, the premium cars. We know how to build our vehicles now, but the next step is building premium quality cars, not the premium expensive cars, but the premium cars which everybody can enjoy with the good design and high performance and with high perceived quality. So that's our big challenges, which would make our company more successful down the road. And with that, also the brand value will improve. As I said, how can the brand can be improved with only the good vehicles? So we'll build our premium vehicles, premium qualities, not the premium expensive cars. I'm trying to emphasize that. Premium quality, premium performance cars with the affordable price for our customers. This what is the the price is their most deciding factor to buy the car. So, but they like to enjoy the good cars. And another challenge is for down the road, the technology in automotive can never stop. Technology can never stop. Some thought that automotive technology ended early 90s. So some companies not really trying to put emphasis improving their technology, just trying to buy components as cheap as possible, making all those suppliers compete. That's not the right strategy. That's not the right strategy. Automotive technology can never stop until it has zero emissions and also zero accident and also infinite conveniences. You know, people can never avoid mobilities, but we'd like to have zero emissions. So to meet those all the things requires a lot of technical innovations. So automotive requires all kind of technology from all different areas until maybe after that we may have some other things. So automotive can never stop. And nowadays we talk about a lot about the electric vehicles for zero emissions, and also we a lot talk about the autonomous vehicles, all driving by itself. So maybe that time will come. That time will come. So a lot of automotive companies and suppliers is working hard on that to develop those autonomous vehicles, smart, intelligent vehicles, and electric vehicles. Also, as I said, we are pretty much ready in all those electric vehicle development and eco-friendly vehicles. Okay. So now, automotive company cannot do all by themselves. As I said, our company is growing so fast, and there must be some growing pains. We need a lot of better business management. All the technical stuff seems to be pretty much ready, and as it grows globally, we need some better global business minds and a lot of empowerment for local managements. So we are working hard on that to have as a global company to have more efficient business management. That's our challenges. And another challenge is for future mobility. As I said, global cooperation and among the automotives, we have some joint effort to have a better future mobility. One company cannot alone really make electric vehicle as popular as possible. And also the smart vehicle, autonomous vehicle, one automotive company cannot really make it successful. We need some infrastructure for all those things, and make all our vehicles have some collaborative effort among our automotive manufacturers. So there are many things to be done down the road with the help from the government and among the automotive car manufacturers for better future mobility, to save the globe and also better human living. Automotive, as a Hyundai Motor Company, we feel very much responsible. We feel very much responsible for the future mobility and globe saving and also better human living. Our company is not that much selfish. Being so selfish in the future cannot be, that kind of company cannot be successful. We have all those things very much in mind, and I believe all the Asian Pacific countries may have better, less selfish minds. Okay, as a conclusion. So here's some interesting thing. When Hyundai Kia stated its goal to develop its own products in early 80s, a lot of people criticized us. Hyundai cannot do it. Hyundai cannot do it. However, we launched our first independent model, which is called Pony, in 1975, which has been also exported to the United States as an Excel. And recently, we won our Genesis model as a North American Car of the Year in 2009, and also Elantra as another Car of the Year in North America. And another thing is, when Hyundai Kia stated its goal to develop our own independent engine, everybody has doubt and laughed at. But we developed our own Alpha first engine in-house with all our own technology in 1991. Not that long ago, only 20 years ago, a little over. And recently, about 2 to 3 years ago, we won the Tau engine as the top 10 best engines in 2009, and 4 consecutive years, we won the 10 best engines for other engines. And when Hyundai Kia stated its goal to become global top 10 in 2010, everybody said it is an absurd dream. Some of you may have that kind of same things. However, we achieved global top 5 goal in 2007, earlier than what we expected. Okay, this is all, and Hyundai Kia will continue to achieve unbelievable goals. This is just start. And please keep your attention on the bright future of Hyundai Kia, and I hope this example may motivate some of you, and I hope this is helpful for your future leading our business in Asia Pacific area. Thank you.